Hi, Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, let's talk about the greatness of Mshololo and what she did to make sure that the state is going 1,000 feet under the ground. Guys, these people are not going to come out of this case unscathed. They are going to they are going to, hey, they are going to go to hell for this. I'm telling you. I am telling you, son, because the defense right now does not play with them. It's showing them that we are not here to play with you. So the portion of this testimony that I'm going to touch on is potentially significant because Advocate Mshololo was busy building timeline using official SEPS records, OB entries, SEPS 14 records, and notice of rights to challenge the version presented by the National Cold Case Unit. So what Mshololo was trying to establish, the key proposition being put to Colonel Khumalo was Bongani Ndanzi was repeatedly processed, detained, moved, and investigated under the Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018, despite not being a suspect in that case, according to SEP's record. Now, Khumalo's answer was, that is correct. That answer is important because Khumalo was the one investigating the Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018. Step number 1, the notice of rights. Mshololo refers to documentations showing Detective Sergeant Mokgane processed Ndanzi. The paperwork references Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018. A notice of rights was issued under that case. SEPS 14 detention records were completed under that case. Now, the issue raised is, if Ndanzi was never a suspect in case 163 of 10, 2018, why was every official document linked to the case number? Khumalo agrees that according to SEPS records, Ndanzi was not a suspect in that docket. Step 2 of Mshololo, what Mshololo was trying to establish. OP entry 494, 17 June 2020. Mshololo then moves to that OP entry. The entry record says Sergeant Mokgane, National Cold Case Unit National Cold Case Unit investigation. One suspect, reference to Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018. Ndanzi being brought out for investigation. Again, question becomes, why is Ndanzi being moved around under a case in which he is not listed as a suspect? Khumalo again confirms Ndanzi was not a suspect in case 163 of 10, 2018. Step 3, the wrong case number appears. A further issue emerges. The OP entry apparently records 163, 10, 2020 instead of 163, 10, 2018. Mshololo's point appears to be one entry refers to 2018, another refers to 2020. One of those numbers does not exist. The records are inconsistent. This creates questions regarding accuracy of detention records, accuracy of SEPS documentation, who completed these records, and whether the detention process was properly documented. Step number 4, investigation out. The entry states investigation out, right? Khumalo explains this generally means a detainee is temporarily removed from the cells, taken somewhere for investigation or for investigative process, and later returned. The significance is that Ndanzi was removed from detention for further investigation while still being linked to the Nongoma case. Step 5, the critical concession. Mshololo then summarized on the 17th of June 2020 at 16:55, that is the time. Ndanzi was brought out for further investigation by Sergeant Mokgane and booked under Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018, a case in which he was never a suspect. Khumalo says that is correct. This is the most important exchange in this section. Why the defense appears interested in this? The defense seems to be building three arguments. One, wrong docket. The records show Ntanzi linked to the case where he was allegedly not a suspect. If accepted, this could undermine explanations given for his detention. Secondly, contradictory SEPS records. The records apparently refer to 163 of 10, 2018, 163 of 10, 2020. The defense appears to argue that the documentation is inconsistent. Number three, questions about the arrest narrative. The defense is trying to establish what case was Ntanzi actually arrested for. Under what authority was he detained? Why was he processed under a docket where he was not a suspect? Why do different SEPS documents contain different references? Now, most significant question and answer. Question, would I be correct to say that on 17 June 2020, Mr. Ntanzi was brought out for further investigation by Sergeant Mohane and was booked under the Nongoma case wherein he was never a suspect? Answer from Khumalo now. That is correct. That contention is likely the central point Mshololo wanted from this portion of the evidence because it links official SEPS detention records to a case in which investigating officer says Ntanzi was not a suspect. Whether that ultimately proves any legal wrongdoing is for the court to determine after considering all evidence and explanations from all witnesses. What is going to happen here? What is going to happen here? What must happen now? Because kuyaniwa sana. And do you know what else is quite strange when it comes to all of this? Ukuthi, the witness, Mr. Khumalo, Lieutenant Khumalo, he is so relaxed. Oh, he is so relaxed, sana. Mr. Khumalo is so relaxed. Mr. Khumalo is not here to play with anyone. He's like, me, doing my job. Me is doing my job. I know nothing about these things of these people. Ningangfaki, anghlangani, I know nothing. Me, I'm just going to tell nothing but the truth. So Mr. Khumalo is out here confirming ukuthi Ntanzi was not a suspect. I don't know what Mohane was doing. I don't know, because I did not have any meeting that he will fully deliberate on the matters. We never had that. So, I don't know. So, when you are sitting there at home, what comes to mind? Because the defense continues in its deep dive into the Nongoma case 163 of 10/2020 records, exposing what appears to be serious inconsistencies in the SEPS documentation surrounding the arrest and detention of Bongani Ntanzi. Now, Advocate Mshololo took Colonel Khumalo through official records, including a notice of rights, SEPS 14 documentation, occurrence books, entries showing that Ntanzi was repeatedly processed and detained under Nongoma case 163 of 10/2018. The shocking part, Colonel Khumalo confirmed under oath that Ntanzi was never a suspect in that case. The defense also highlighted discrepancies involving case appearing as both 163 of 10/2018 and 163 of 10/2020, raising questions about the accuracy of the records and the circumstances surrounding Ntanzi's detention. So you, as someone who's listening to this, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts when it comes to this? What came to mind? Because me, I'm sitting here and be like, Sana kusezobonakala. Me, I'm saying Judge Ratamu Khwatleng, even if he can get angry as much as he like, he is going to write that judgment. Ekhala. Asinandaba, asinaxesha like he will write that judgment. Ekhala. What are your thoughts? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Please enjoy your day. Bye-bye.